If all the VV drops were secret rares and ultra rares, oh, what a day that would be. Phone in my hand with my mouth open wide. Ah. Yo, what's going on, YouTube, VV fam, and everybody else? It's your boy, the Gale, back at it again, this time with a updates and chill video. So today we got an unexpected update from the Ecomi team. Reese, Dan, and David all got together like the Avengers assembled and laid it down on us. They dropped some bombs and some grenades, but it was a very video full of good news in my opinion. So in this video I'm going to basically recap that as I update my main showroom. So if you guys want to stick around and hear me update summarize the update, then you can do that. If not, then I will see you in the next video. But before that, I want to hop on Twitter and show you guys a few interesting things. So let's do that. All right, first of all, if somehow you didn't catch my interview with the NFT Pirates, go ahead and do that. That is available on the NFT Pirates channel. I will drop the link in the description so you can check that out. It was a pretty good interview. I enjoyed it, and we dropped some good information, I believe, so go check that out. And then enemy fuzzball on Twitter made this hilarious, I guess you can call it a meme, of me or of Ritmo with my glasses. So I thought that was pretty funny. So shout out to enemy fuzzball right there. That I might have to make that a profile pic somewhere. So that's pretty cool. Here's a picture from Veve Gang that I just really liked. I like the colors and the vibe of this picture. It almost looks like she's there, and it's just a cool pic to me. So that's one shout out there. Here's a cool pic from Wax Vision. I thought that was pretty cool right there. Shout out to Wax Vision right there on Twitter. And then last but not least, the dad bod got swag, got all the girls on him again. And yeah, he's looking unbothered right there. So shout out to, let's see who made this picture. Did Kyle Wilson make that picture? Shout out to Kyle Wilson, or did he? Yeah, I think he made this picture. So wait, credit to KU Phil's pic on Facebook. All right, so yeah, just shout out to this picture right here. So without further ado, let's get into the content. All right, so the team started off by saying that everything takes time. The Veve app launched in January, and they've been working, tirelessly up until now, and we've seen quite a lot of progress. They recently added 6 to 7 new devs, so they're working on the app, and because of that, we're going to be seeing new features a lot sooner because we have more team members. And they were just explaining how, things have to go through the legal team, and when you're working with licensing, that stuff just takes longer. So we just got to be patient. This is like 4 years in the making, and they still have to, take their time with stuff. So, but that's all right, because we have major licensings, and the payoff is going to be great, I think. So they also mentioned that the buybacks are going to kick in the next 2 to 3 weeks. They're just waiting for the Omi to hit the reserve wallets. Like we mentioned in a Pirates interview yesterday or the other day, I still really don't understand the buybacks and the tokenomics like that. I still got some research to do, but buybacks are good because I think it's going to raise the Omi price, or it's going to, make the price less or more. What's the word I'm looking for? More. Wow. Anyway, the Omi token won't be as much as there is. Okay, so they mentioned the new exchanges, and we were supposed to get a new exchange in May by the end of this month, aka in 2 days, but that's been delayed because they just announced that we're going to be migrating over to Ethereum via Immutable X. So they also mentioned that they had some technical difficulties with the Go chain and a few exchanges that they were looking at. So they are still targeting exchanges that is Go chain compatible, But yeah, the big exchanges will come once we actually make the complete migration over to Ethereum. So, Binance and KuCoin, I think it's on the way, but don't expect that anytime soon. So the team also touched on content not selling out during the drops recently. And basically they said that the goal isn't to sell out every time. Veve was never designed to sell out every drop. There really has to be stuff in the stores for new users to buy. David Yu has about 25 years of collecting experience, so he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing, and basically, like, when you walk into a store, if there's nothing on the shelves, you're not going to keep coming back to the store. Same with the app. Ecomi is going to start mass marketing Veve very soon, and when new users come on to check out the app, there needs to be something to buy at the store price. They don't, if everything's sold out and they have to buy at a premium in the secondary market, it's going to be a turnoff. So that's why these commons are being listed in the tens of thousands, 13,000, 16,000. It's for a greater good. We're thinking too short term here. We gotta recognize that there's millions of users to come, and they're gonna want these cool NFTs that we have. We can't, everything can't be exclusive. We can't buy everything up and charge people more. So that's the reason for that. Don't think Veve is failing just because products are still being listed in the store after the drops. So yeah, basically, they also talked about returning utility to the Omi token, and so we got some huge news. They mentioned that sellers will be able to list their collectibles in gems or Omi tokens. So that's very big because it's going to give the Omi token some added utility, and it's going to make buying collectibles even easier for Omi holders, especially when the value of Omi goes up. It'll be that much easier. So, like, let's say I have like 100,000 Omi, and the token goes to, let's say, 25 cents. Well, I can easily pay for a $5,000 Rizzo right then. It'll just be easier. Dan says that this is a mass market product, and later on we'll also be able to purchase store items with Omi, but those items might be limited to what we could purchase due to just the fees that they have to pay the licensors and the team. They have to pay for the team, their salary or whatever. He also mentions that the new collectibles that are coming will be epic and they won't be cheap. So, be prepared for some awesome collectibles, but you gotta load up them gems if you want those cool collectibles. So they're also finalizing plans to cash out in gems. The money transmitter license is still on the way. Don't expect that soon, but it's coming, so do not worry about that. So what else is coming is the website. We have a Veve website coming, and it's well underway, according to Dan, and he's very excited. He says that's also going to be epic. So it'll be an easier way to navigate through our showrooms and to place our items and show off what we have. And basically everything that's on the app will be on the website. So, very big news. They have teamed up with the San Diego Comic-Con this year. It's basically the largest Comic-Con in the world. It'll be held in San Diego July 23rd through the 25th. And this year it's going to be virtual, and they're going to have exclusive products for this event. There's going to be new brands, new collectibles, new limited editions, and for basically for their core audience, which is comic nerds such as myself. I don't read comics, but I watch the cartoons, and it's going to be very exciting. So basically, Veve, this is the perfect event for Veve to get mass exposure, because it's going to be virtual and people can easily just download the app and check out what Veve has. And that goes back to there being collectibles in the store for people to buy. If everything is sold out and people at Comic-Con want to check out Veve and buy something, but there's nothing to buy except for overpriced commons in the secondary market, then it's going to turn them off. So that's why we need products in the marketplace. So so those of you that are on the app, you know that there's a first appearance label on these collectibles, first edition, but there's also going to be a CE, meaning Comic-Con exclusive. So that's just another way to make these collectibles special. You can only get it through the Comic-Con event, so that'll be great once that happens. So this is, like I said before, this is gonna be mass exposure to their core audience. So they talk about Ron English. If you didn't know, we've got Ron English on board, and he's gonna be having his collectibles on the Veve app. David Yu's known Ron since 2009, and he's been collecting since 2009. And he basically explains that these partnerships takes years to curate for the most part. And Ron is going to bring his numerous collectibles to the Veve app, which is going to be cool. And David talks about how artwork can be non-fungible as well, not just digital collectibles. So the drop is going to have 100 silver rabbits and 100 gold rabbits, and they're going to be dropped on different days. And they're not exactly sure how much it's going to cost, nor if it's going to be raffle or what, but they're going to figure that out. And as soon as they know, we'll know when they want us to. So they talk about how the rarity is determined with these drops, and there's a lot of things that go into how many editions are made, like the popularity of the character, the popularity of the artist who created the character, current events in the world, like if there's a movie going out at the time that, and also like how popular the physical item was that they're replicating on Veve. So there's a lot of factors that determine how rare an item will be on Veve. They go on to talk about there's many ways to collect these collectibles. Some people look for specific numbers like 444, and they just want a collection of 444. Or you can collect like all DC if that's what you're into. Or if you're just like a low mint guy, if you're looking for like all, number 41 mints. So there's multiple ways to collect on the Veve app. So all of that goes into factoring how rare an item is and stuff like that. So then they talk about Immutable X. And Dan says that they looked at all the top options, and Immutable X seemed to be the best fit. The factors that went into choosing Immutable X was the gas fees. They didn't want to pay like $30 worth of gas fees every time we tried to mint or buy something. And they also wanted a partnership that is environmentally friendly. They're doing a carbon neutral free thing. So that's cool. And then the third main factor was interoperability. Everybody who knows what NFT is knows that interoperability is a must when it comes to being able to own your own collectible. You can't really call it an NFT if you don't own it, and you can't transfer it wherever you want to. So they mentioned that the licensors, they're starting to understand that interoperability is a necessity when it comes to NFTs, and they're being more open to letting these NFTs go to more places besides the Veve app. They mentioned that Ethereum is here to stay. It's the world's largest, platform in terms of crypto, and NFT started on Ethereum, so it's really like the best choice for Veve. And they mentioned that token swaps are common, so when we go to migrate to Ethereum, we're going to have to transfer our Omi and convert it to something else. But that's common, and they'll walk us through it, and they'll make a lot of announcements when the time is near. And we have to be aware of scammers. That's when the scammers come out to play. When there's token swaps and stuff, they catch the new guys off guard with fake websites and fake swap machines or whatever. So you just got to make sure you're doing your due diligence when it's time to swap your tokens, because you don't want to give your tokens away to some scammer. You're not going to be able to get it back, and that's just going to be a sad story. So they go into the app developments. So they mention how they listen to the community all the time. They listen, they're watching our videos and listening to the Twitter tweets and stuff, and they're taking our input here and there. And things that they've already added to the app is making when you're searching for what to buy, you can search lowest to highest now. They've made separate pages for the auctions and the buy nows, so that's very convenient. And soon we're going to be able to sort by editions, because a lot of people, they search for certain editions, and we'll be able to specifically look for like the number 56 or the number 222. And we'll also possibly be able to get notifications when a certain number mint that we're looking for is listed. So that'll be convenient as well. Like I said before, the more convenient they make the marketplace, the more users are going to stay. They're going to be on the app longer. They're going to start selling more, and etc. We're going to be able to make offers to people. So let's say we hop in somebody's showroom and we see that somebody has the number 888 gold and silver dragon girl. You're going to be able to make an offer to that person, and depending on if you make a high enough offer, they might want to sell it to you. They've been taking action on making penalties for people who place bad auctions. So like if you win an auction and you don't pay for it, you're going to be banned for 3 days. Or if you make a ridiculously high bid with no intentions to pay for it, you're going to be banned for 3 days. So that's good. We gotta get on these bad actors. The app can't. We want to take care of all this stuff before we start marketing to the mass, the mainstream. So they touched on bots and emulators. People have been using bots during drops and in the auctions, kind of basically cheating, but they're going to crack down on that as well, because we want everybody to be on a level playing field when it comes to drops and auctions. Like it's not fair or fun if you got people with advanced technology that not everybody knows how to use, and they're using scripts and stuff. We want, because newcomers, they're not knowing what's happening here, and it's just not fair to them. And we want people to stay. We want people to enjoy the app, especially as investors. So we got to handle all of that before we go mainstream. Dan talks about the Universal Render Pipeline, URP. That's basically the latest technology in terms of rendering these NFTs. So they're going to be able to add more coloring, special shading, glowing collectibles. They're going to be able to add complex textures to these collectibles, just making them even that more legit. And, they're going to let Trevor do his thing and stuff. And they said the next collectibles that we're going to see are next level. So that is what we are looking forward to on the Veve app. The collectibles we have now, I think they're going to be known as the beta collectibles. Like, this is the worst they're ever going to look. Even though they still look great, there's still so much more improvements that can be done to these collectibles, and it is on the way. So Dan also mentioned that we're going to be able to have photos for the showroom. So like, when you post your showroom in the feed and you want people to check it out, you're going to be able to add a preview picture so people can know for sure if they want to check it out. So that's going to be cool. Showroom accessories are on the way, so they say. And then we're going to get a version 2 of the showroom. So the current showroom that we have, it's pretty basic because we're still early. But there's going to be a better version coming soon, and it's going to look more slick. And there should be a photo coming on the Veve website in 1 to 3 days. So we're going to get a preview of what that's going to look like. They mentioned that regionalized content will be coming soon. So back before everybody was on the app, like Cartoon Network was only available in China. And when we had the Ultraman drop, only USA people can get it, and China and Japan weren't able to participate in the drop. So that's what I mean when I say regionalized content. So that's going to be coming back. I think that's going to be good because it's going to create demand from the other regions. So once China has a drop that Americans can't get, then we're going to be forced to buy from them in the secondary market, which drives usership of the app, and we're going to have to start making trades and stuff like that, and vice versa. So that is pretty much where the conversation ended, and Dan just left the conversation saying, "Stay calm and keep collecting," and that's basically all we have to do. Yeah, I know you've heard it a million times from me, but we are so early that anything that's going wrong with the Veve app, we really can't even worry about it because it's to be expected. I can see if Veve was like 5 years old and they still had collectibles with white lines on the edges and they still didn't have their money transmitter license, then it's time to get worried, but 4 months in, we don't have any reason to complain, in my opinion. And if we could just wait and hold the Omi token, then I think we're all going to be happy in the months and years to come. So this is a game of patience. That's all it takes is patience. I've been there. I've sold coins that I should have held, and I would be, swimming in big money right now. And I'm not going to make that same mistake with Omi. This is it right here. This can make a lot of people millionaires, in my opinion. This is not financial advice, by the way, but it is my opinion that a lot of millionaires will be made because they held the Omi token, and possibly by holding these collectibles as well, depending on the mint number and the type of collectible they have. So I think I'm going to end the video here, and yeah, this update was very full of good news. I think very bullish news. So we just have to wait and see what comes next. So yeah. So that's the content, my friends. If you have made it this far, thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate that. And if you learned something, then feel free to hit that like. Or if you just want to help out your bromie, you can go ahead and hit that like as well. Seems like Veve has a lot in the pipeline, and that's just a fraction of what we heard today. Is just a fraction of what they have in store. So stay tuned. Have conviction in your investment. If you're invested in Omi or these collectibles, you should have a decent understanding of where they're headed and how long it's going to take. That is called due diligence, my friends, and you're going to need that to make it in this crypto game. So with that being said, I am not a financial advisor, as I've said before. I'm just a guide giving opinions on an awesome company named Ecomi. So yeah, peace out until next time, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully. Later.